Samsung has finally launched the Galaxy Z TriFold, and it's unlike any foldable phone we've seen before. This device is Samsung's first TriFold phone, and its main goal is to provide the power of a tablet in the body of a smartphone. It has a large 10-inch inner display, a strong hinge system, a high-end processor, and the biggest battery Samsung has ever used in a Galaxy device. For anyone who loves foldable phones, this is easily Samsung's most ambitious model so far. The Galaxy Z TriFold folds inward in multiple sections. All three panels fold toward the inside, protecting the big screen from scratches and damage. Samsung also built a smart protection system that prevents wrong folding. If you try to fold it incorrectly, the phone gives you haptic feedback and shows warnings on the screen. Since foldable devices can be fragile if handled poorly, this kind of protection is very important. Samsung says it spent years testing different foldable ideas before finalizing this one. The company says the TriFold is designed to balance portability and productivity. They want users to have a device that works like a tablet, but can still be carried like a phone. You can see this goal clearly in the phone's engineering. The hinge is called Armor Flex Hinge. Samsung first introduced it with the Z Fold 7 and Z Flip 7, but they improved it for the TriFold. The hinge uses a dual rail system with two hinges of different sizes. This helps the phone fold smoothly with less gap between the panels. The hinge housing is made from titanium, which adds extra durability, while the frame uses an upgraded version of Armor aluminum. Samsung even goes as far as scanning internal parts and checking alignment with lasers to make sure every detail is accurate. It's very clear that this phone is meant to handle daily use, not be a showpiece. One big difference between Samsung's TriFold and the Huawei Mate X-T Ultimate design is the folding direction. Huawei uses a Z-shape fold, meaning the screen folds both inward and outward. This leaves parts of the screen exposed. Samsung chose a safer approach, folding all parts inward so the display stays protected. Samsung also includes a separate outer screen so users don't have to unfold the device every time. The internal display is where the TriFold truly shines. It is a 10-inch dynamic AMOLED panel with a resolution of 2060x1584 and a peak brightness of 1600 nits. It supports adaptive refresh rates from 1 to 128. The outside screen is 6.5 inches with 1080p resolution and a much brighter 600 nit peak. Both displays are very smooth thanks to 120Hz refresh rate support. Because of its design, the phone has noticeable size differences depending on whether it is folded or unfolded. When folded, it measures 159.2 × 75.2 12.9 mm. When unfolded, it expands to 159.2 to 14.1 39 mm. At 309 grams, it's heavier than a regular smartphone, but that's expected since it turns into a full tablet. Huawei's Mate X-T is thinner and lighter, but Samsung is clearly aiming for protection and performance over having the smallest numbers. The TriFold has 5 cameras. The main camera is 200 megapixels with optical stabilization. It also has a 12-megapixel ultra-wide camera and a 10-megapixel zoom camera with 3x optical zoom and up to 30x digital zoom. There are 2 selfie cameras as well, one on the outer display and one on the inner one. Camera performance will likely be compared to Samsung's S26 Ultra, but the specs alone suggest strong results. The phone uses the Snapdragon 8 Elite chipset. It isn't the latest Elite Gen 5, but it's still a very powerful processor. The device comes with 16 GB of RAM and either 51 GB or 1 TB of internal storage. It runs One UI 8 on top of Android 16 and includes a side fingerprint reader. There is only one color option, called Crafted Black, which has a carbon fiber pattern in 2 shades of gray. Battery capacity is one of the biggest highlights. The device includes a 5600 mAh battery split into 3 sections. It supports 45-watt wired charging and 15-watt wireless charging. This battery is larger than the one in the Galaxy S25 Ultra, making it the biggest Samsung has ever used in a Galaxy phone. With such a large screen, a big battery is necessary. Many users will probably use the outer screen more often to save power. Durability is still a concern with any foldable. The TriFold has IP48 protection. That means it can handle water splashes but is not dust-proof. It should not be used near sand, salt water, or tiny particles. The front uses Gorilla Glass ceramic too, while the back uses reinforced polymer. The inner display is also reinforced. Samsung phones are known for durability, but users still need to treat this device carefully. The Galaxy Z TriFold is built for people who want serious productivity on the go. The 10-inch screen can run 3 different apps at once, similar to having 3 phones side by side. This could be useful for people who design, manage projects, or work with multiple tools at the same time. Samsung DeX has also been upgraded. For the first time ever, a phone can run a full desktop style mode without connecting to a monitor. When unfolded, the TriFold can act as a mini computer. You can connect a keyboard and mouse and use up to 4 workspaces at once. You can still connect an external monitor if you want even more space. Samsung will first release the Galaxy Z TriFold in South Korea on December 12th and then roll it out globally. Pricing hasn't been announced yet, but it will almost certainly be expensive because of the technology involved. This device is not aimed at casual users. It is designed for people who want the most flexible and powerful foldable device available. For those users, this is one of the most exciting phones Samsung has ever released. Thanks for watching. See you in the next video. Peace out.